Thank you. For almost all of my life, I've had headaches. As a kid and in high school, I had bad allergies and asthma, which caused sinus headaches, which felt normal considering how stuffed up I was. But then by college, my allergies were much more under control, but the headaches still persisted, which finally made me realize that the pain was not normal. Halfway through college, which was 13 years ago, I finally went to a neurologist/headache specialist and started my migraine journey. I started taking medicines that would make me nauseous or dizzy or sleepy, sometimes all three, with little to no pain relief. Sometimes I still wonder how I managed to finish college without my grades suffering. A few years later from that, I started Botox, which has been the only thing that has significantly helped, though I'm still in constant pain that fluctuates every day. Since starting Botox, we also found out that I have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which has also helped explain why my migraines are largely triggered by muscle tightness in my neck. Physical therapy and Botox have been the two best things for me, but they're certainly not enough. Throughout all of this, I've been trying to live my life. I am now able to go to work for about 4 hours at a time at a music shop for 4 days a week. It's a struggle to even make it through those 4 hours most of the time, though. I also have a small online business, but that's frequently pushed back to the back burner as I need more rest and recovery time from any activity than most people. Much of that recovery time is spent in my room in the dark. The things that can get pushed aside, they are not ignored for lack of trying. In fact, I think about them constantly, wishing I were more able-bodied and pain-free enough to get those tasks done in a reasonable time frame, or sometimes even at all. If more tasks could be done while lying in bed, I'd be a much more productive person. In fact, most of this speech was written on my phone, lying in bed, with the screen on dark mode, the darkest setting, and the warm glow of night shift. I've been attending Miles for Migraine since 2019, including a few virtual-only years. At my first race, I talked to a family with an 8-year-old. She was the only one in her family with migraine, and I remember she was so excited that her whole family had dyed their hair with purple stripes that day for her. Seeing her that day saddened me, knowing she was so young and was already dealing with so much pain. But seeing her family fully supporting her along with the rest of the Miles for Migraine community, I had a lot of hope for her future. I also remember back to my childhood, having the headaches and other health problems that I didn't know were abnormal, even though the pain was my normal because I didn't know any other way. But seeing everyone here today reminds me that I'm not alone, and that little girl, who's definitely a young teen by now, is not alone either. Whether you're struggling with the pain yourself or if you're watching a loved one suffer every day, we're all in this together.
That was wonderful, Katie. Thank you.